Hello, I hope you're all doing well. We are currently in Menorca. It's a little bit echoey because we are in a villa of sorts. I don't know what of sorts mean, but anyway, enough of me jabbering on. Today I thought I would show you what I take when I go on holiday, when I go traveling for my cystic fibrosis. So let's get into it. I'm gonna sit down for this because I am tired. So the first and very obvious thing, but of course I take, is my DOSSETT box, which is just filled up with all of my pills. You got your AM and your PM. And yeah, they are just filled up for the week because we are here for a week. But if I was going for longer, and I have done this before, I save an empty like crayon pot, and then I put like the remainder of the pills that don't fit in here into like the empty crayon pot, and then I'll just dish them out on the day that I need them, or what I need, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I also take crayons. I actually bought 2 pots with me because you just don't want to be running out of crayons when you are on holiday. So there we go, 2 pots of crayons coming up. Obviously I've got me inhalers, salbutamol and Foster inhaler. I love the Foster, that's just revolutionary technology. I don't know, it just really helps me. So anyway, moving on. So taking nebulizers when I'm on holiday. So I am on alternate months with Toby Podhaler and Promixin. And of course, I finish Toby, actually I finished Toby tonight. And then I start Promixin, so I've had to take like two lots with me, which is quite annoying, isn't it, when you go on holiday? But there we go, see ya, isn't it? So yeah, this is Toby Podhaler, literally the best thing to be on when you go on holiday because it is so portable, isn't it? This is all you need. Whereas for Promixin, let me show you what you need for Promixin. So for Promixin, I use this box, which I just got from Amazon. I think it's called a self-container box or something, I can't remember. I'll leave a link below for it because it's from Amazon, it's quite cheap, and it is amazing for when you go on holiday or go anywhere, if it's just for a weekend, if it's just to a friend's house, whatever. As you can see, I have packed a lot of stuff into here. Let's unbox it now. Oh, an unboxing, woohoo! This video is taking a turn for the worse. Anyway, no, I'm kidding, I don't know what I'm on about. I haven't even had coffee or anything, I'm just like hungry. That might be why. It does not make any sense. Anyway, first of all, it has these little tabs on it which keep it airtight sealed. So yeah, like I say, I have jam-packed it with my Promixin stuff. I've got syringes, I've got the waters, got the Promixin. I think I've got some hypertonic saline in there. I've also got these Clinell wipes, antiseptic wipes, which I use to clean the top of my INEB. And then of course I have the INEB cage, which fits really nicely in there. And then when I empty all of this, which I will do in a minute, I also use it as a way of cleaning the cage, the top of the INEB, bits and bobs in there, because I literally just fill it up with boiling hot water from the kettle, put like a little bit of fairy liquid in there, and that is why I absolutely love this box, because it's so diverseable, so interchangeable. What words am I looking for? Wow, I cannot speak. Basically, it's multi-task, it's I don't know. It's just a box for everything. It does everything, I love it so much. Although, word of warning, if you do put boiling hot water in there, don't put the lid on top and then close it, because the hot water just builds up and builds up, and when you take it out, it's like, so yeah, don't do that. I'm not sure why that happens. I'm pretty sure there's science behind that or something, I don't know, hot air pressure, something like that. Anyway, for the people who use like an E-flow, is that what it is? I'm not sure what it is. For the people who use that, I know you can get like a collapsible kettle to take on holiday, like a little travel kettle, and then you put all the stuff actually in the kettle and it boils it up. I've seen that in a few other videos of people who have E-flows. I think it's E-flows. So that's pretty cool to know if you have one of those. Here's a little tip I use for when I clean the INEB. This used to be like a little shower gel bottle thing. Honestly, I have cleaned it out thoroughly, and then I just put fairy liquid in and popped it in the sandwich bag here to stop it from leaking if it does leak. But this is like perfect travel size for when you go on holiday, especially, nobody saw that, it's cool, okay. especially when you are in a hotel or something like that, because obviously it's not very likely that they're going to have fairy liquid and you need to clean your INEB or whatever. And then I also have my DNAs and my hypertonic saline in these cages, which are in sandwich bags. Again, I do love my sandwich bags because they just help to, I don't know, keep them clean. And it's the same actually with my Aerobica, to just keep them fresh and clean. And yeah, so there's no nasty bugs or bacteria in there. Oh, there's flies everywhere. Not getting in my sandwich bags. So that is pretty much the INEB. The only other thing that I bring with me for the INEB is the charger, which is super duper important. As my dad will tell you, the one time I forgot my INEB charger and we went all the way down to Western Supermare, wow, words, Western Supermare, oh my god, I cannot speak. We went down to somewhere like Western Supermare. It was like an over an hour and a half journey there, and I forgot my INEB charger and he had to drive all the way back home to then bring all the way back to me to drive all the way back home again. Yeah, he won't let me forget it. Every time I go away now, Dad's like, have you got your INEB charger? I'm like, hey, yes, bye bye, thank you, Dad, bye bye. I'm sitting on something. Just my ass. It's not funny, okay? It's a very dad joke. Anyway, obviously, there's the INEB itself. I forgot about that. Yeah, this handy little case, which obviously comes with the INEB when you get it. Oh, ow, I just hit myself in the face. Did you see that? I've always put a spare little disc up in like this little pouch bit because you don't want to be running out of things. I'm really technical, I'm really good with words, aren't I? So obviously I've got my hypertonic saline with me. I don't know where the rest are, there's probably in that box somewhere. So as we all know, DNAs has to be kept cold whenever it is stored. I use this little like cool bag thing. I put like a little cool block in there, put DNAs on there, zipped it all up, bish bosh bash, stuck it in the case, lovely, off we go. I think it was in there for like 7 hours. When I got it out here, it was still cold, so win-win, I think. Well, the thing is, with all of this stuff, all of this medication, I put it all in my large suitcase, my big suitcase. So I didn't have to take it in my travel luggage, travel bag, what they're called. You know, the travel stuff. What am I on? I don't know. I didn't actually take a letter with me or anything. The last couple of times I have done, and if I was taking any of this stuff in like my travel luggage, then I definitely would get a letter from either the hospital or the CF Trust have done it for me before. Obviously there are some cases where your suitcase might get lost or something. I always put like a spare pot of crayons in my hand luggage. Just because if my suitcase was to get lost, these are the ones that I would need. Forgot about my Laxido. Here's a story with that then. I put these in my suitcase, and when I opened it up yesterday, I found out that 2 sachets had exploded and gone all over my clothes. It's all on the floor. First I thought it was sand. I was like, I ain't even been to the beach yet. How can it be sand? No, it's Laxido. Next time, Kate, listen to your own advice and put them in a sandwich bag. So if they do explode, they'll explode in the sandwich bag. Kinda looked a little bit like cocaine, didn't it? All that white powder. Going back home, like Spanish people would be like, is this cocaine? And I'm like, no, it's just Laxido. Awkward. So a few extra things that I take with me on holiday. First of all, Dettol wipes, antiseptic wipes. I know I'm probably a weird person for taking these on holiday with me, but everyone felt really rough for the last couple of years, and I could not find for the life of me in Spain antiseptic wipes. I went in all the shops and there weren't any. So this year I bought my own, because if anyone does fall ill or anything, obviously it's really important to clean all the infected surfaces away, if you like. So yeah, I don't know, am I just a weird, strange one? Does anyone else bring Dettol wipes on holiday with them? Let me know in the comments below. Okay. So this is an absolute must wherever I go, whether it's to the shops or on holiday. Hand gel, antiseptic hand gel. Yeah, I'm not OCD, I'm just very conscious of germs. So, which is important to do when you got CF, because you know, pick up anything, right? Also, of course, ibuprofen, very important, because hangovers or joint pain is probably more relevant to this video, Kate. I also like to bring with me on holiday some Beechams, which is just like a cold and flu sort of remedy, just in case. So I've recently started this thing with my hospitals. Flies, go away, fly, I'll fly. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm now a fly. Let me join you. I have recently started with my hospital a project in which I self-monitor myself. So they've given me equipment to do that with. I kind of want to do a whole separate video on that, but let me just give you a quick run through of what I brought with me. So obviously I've got my SATS machine here, and you just pop it on the end of your finger, and well, you know how the SATS machine works, it just tells you. It also falls off your fingers really easily. Don't tell the hospital that. Still works, cool, it's fine, still works. Anyway, that's the SATS machine. We also have a little pouch for the thermometer, which is really easy to use. And then you got a lung function machine in here. Again, I love all of these sizes because they are so easy to fit into a suitcase. So if you are going away for a day or a week, so easy to take with you. And it all connects, it all connects to an app on my phone, which is super, super handy. Like I say, I will try and do a separate video on all of this because I think it's really interesting stuff, and I have some thoughts about it already. Yeah, they also gave me a Fitbit, which is gonna be super handy for when I'm going swimming or whatever. I can just track what I'm doing. So when I was actually on the plane, I always love to wear my trusty Cambridge mask, which is upside down, there we go. My Cambridge mask, which I absolutely love because it filters out bacteria and viruses and all of the nasty stuff, which is really handy when you got something like CF. Although if you do wear earrings, you kind of gotta go, don't know what that is, but anyway. You do get some funny looks when you're wearing this, but I don't mind because I feel like I am like a badass fighter jet pilot or something, for example.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for choosing EasyJet Airways to fly with us today from Luton Airways to Mahon, Menorca. Current temperature there is about 26 with a moderate breeze. We are currently flying at an altitude of 16,000 feet, or miles, or meters. One of the three. We sincerely hope you enjoy your flight here with EasyJet Airways, and good luck and goodbye.
Yeah, I was very drunk on the plane. I don't know what that was about. Anyway, Cambridge mask, incredible. 25 quid from Amazon. And this is a medium-sized one. I know you can get all different sizes. Oh, there you go, it says on the front there. So if you fancy checking them out, I will leave that link in the description bar below. So like I've already said, I didn't take a letter for the plane, but I did definitely get insurance. I got insurance through a company called Insurance With, who like deal with medical conditions. So it's not super expensive because sometimes as soon as you declare that you have a medical condition, they're like, that's gonna be £5,000 extra. And you're like, what? It's more than the whole holiday put together. So, you know, Insurance With, definitely check them out. I'll leave a link for them below. And I think you can use a code for CF as well, which is CF5, and you get 5% off. I've got my EHIC card with me, which is the European Health Insurance Care, I think it stands for that, which I think you take when you go to Europe. So yes, that's pretty much what I take with me when I go on holiday, when I go traveling. Yeah, I hope that's been insightful and not too boring for you. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments your travel tips and hacks and all of that sort of things. What are my eyebrows doing? They're all over the place. Anyway, and subscribe if you want to, because I make all kinds of content with cystic fibrosis, with mental health, with all of that shebang, comedy skits. Such a long outro, I'm really sorry. You can just go now if you want. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm doing like a little Menorca vlog, aren't I? So if you want to check that out, that'll be up at some point. Woohoo! Living that vlogger lifestyle, where apparently they play baseball, basketball, dunking. I'm gonna go and get some food.